Hello, welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. I'm Ranj, and I am adjusting the camera so I can film this without it being all crooked and crap. But today I am going to be doing Capper Comparison Picks for some more prelim fights for UFC Vegas 47. Just bear with me. I'll probably have to restart this to get... Actually, that looks good, right? So, like I was saying, I gotta stop saying that too, because I noticed on my replays, I keep saying, using the term, like I was saying. Stop repeating yourself, Ranj. Idiot. Be sure to check out the videos I did from the hotel. I covered a set of prelims, the early prelims, and some select fights. My apologies on the select fight video. My speech was a little slurred. I got a little bit too primed at the hotel bar. I was like, you know what? Screw it. I got the info. Gather the knowledge, or gather the info. I had the info, so I was like, I'm just going to do another video, then I can take tomorrow off. And that's what I did. Be sure to check those out. I may have been a little bit inebriated, but I still think it came out pretty spot on still. You got the information across. I made some oddly So I made some suspect predictions, but I'm going to stick with them for now. I might change after the weigh-ins and face-offs. But anyway, let's get into this. We've got, starting off the show, we've got the middleweight fight between Marc-AndreBarriault and Chidi Njokuani. Chidi's brother just fought in Eagle FC last week. Got embarrassed. I do believe. Let me see. I know I lost money on him, that's for sure. But he wasn't in the main event, so I forget. But yeah, Chidi's brother. His brother fought in Eagle FC and lost. And I did do a last minute prop bet as he was walking to the ring, and that was a loser. Anyway, Chidi is fighting out of Jackson Janjura Muay Thai with his brother Anthony. That was his name, Anthony the Assassin Njokuani. Chidi has a much cooler nickname, Chidi Bang Bang. Chidi Bang Bang Njokuani. Gotta love that. But the difference between him and his brother, Chidi Njokuani, is experienced, not in the UFC, but he does have a handful of Bellator fights. I want to say like half a dozen, 6 or 7, something like that. He's coming off a win over Mario Souza, ground pound round 3. That was during the Contender Series. So that's a good look. Before that, he beat Christian Torres by knee to body punches, round 2. That was in the LFA, and like I said, prior to that, he was in Bellator, where he did take a couple losses over there. Most recently, Rafael Carvalho and John Salter. Rafael Carvalho got him by unanimous decision. John Salter by rear naked choke in round 1. He's taking on the tough and gritty Marc-AndreBarriault. Marc-AndreBarriault is, I've heard him referred to as like the meat and potatoes fighter. Very predictable. His fighting style is predictable, but it works. He's like just gets to where he's a workman. He's like he'll work for those takedowns. His boxing's pretty tight. It's pretty good. He's pretty aggressive. The Power Bar. It's a fitting nickname, the Power Bar. Marc-AndreBarriault. He's fighting out of On Tapology, it says he's fighting on Paterno and Kung Fu and Nova Gym, both in Quebec, Canada. However, I heard from one of the cappers, he is now at Sanford MMA down in Florida. Good move there. If that's right, spot on move for Marc-AndreBarriault going down there. He's coming off wins against Dolce Lungiambula, unanimous decision. That was just recently. That was like in September. Before that, he had a win against Abu Azatar. Abu, what's in the bag? Azatar, you know about that whole thing about smuggling in some performance-enhancing drugs and saying they were potatoes or some shit when he was on Fight Island over Abu Dhabi. Funny guy, Abu Azatar. But anyway, Marc-AndreBarriault, ground and pound round 3 against Abu Azatar. That's a pretty decent win, I think. He had a no contest in one of his best performances over Oscar Pichota. Oscar Pichota was the favorite in that fight. Barriault came in there, took care of business, but then tested positive for Osterine. Osterine's one of those steroids that doesn't improve like muscle mass and strength, but it improves performance as in like cardio. It creates like a more oxygen-rich blood, so it keeps you up. And this is, I'm not a chemist, but I did a little bit of research, and I guess it's more of like keeping your blood flow and your momentum, it's for cardio, keeping your reserves steady, flowing throughout the whole fight. Like you could use it for long distance running, for example. You think you're going to die out, and Ostarine will kick in and give you that extra boost. So definitely a performance enhancer, okay, but not like a metabolic, like big gains, like bulking. But Marc-AndreBarriault is pretty good size. Okay, prior to that, no contest to Oscar Pichota. He's got the loss to Jung-Yoon Park and Christoph Jocko, both by decision. Jocko was split decision. Jung-Yoon Park was unanimous decision. So this guy, pretty decent. At the same time, he's not perfect. He got some flaws to him. So he's 2-2 and 1 no contest in his last 5. Chidi looks like he's I didn't write it down. I don't know why, but apparently he's 2-2 at least. I don't know what that the 5th fight was there out of the last 5. But let's get on with what the cappers have to take. The odds are pretty close. Barriault is now a -125 favorite, and Chidi is a +105, just a very slight underdog. They did open up coin flip -110 both sides, but the line has moved a slight bit toward making Marc-AndreBarriault the favorite. Okay, so let's see what the cappers have to take, or see what the cappers are taking in this fight between Marc-AndreBarriault and Chidi. Bang bang, Njokuani. Okay, we've got taking the favorite. It's your boy, Ebays. Ebays thinks Barriault should get the decision victory here. Then we've got what's going on? Lead MMA is also taking Marc-AndreBarriault. UFC celebrities and classics also siding with Barriault. Vlad, I know. Was it this one? That one. He's like, oh, I have to take a side. It's one of those. But here he definitely took Barriault. But that one, he's like, I have a going distance or something. I forgot to write it down. But he ended up at the end. He's like, if I must take a side, I will take. And you will find out when I get to that fight. But here he took Marc-AndreBarriault. Then we've got Bout Betters also taking Marc-AndreBarriault, and this one I had to ask him. He didn't have a breakdown for it, So I asked him in his comments for a video that he did have a breakdown for, this one, and he answered the question here on that. So he's taking that. Then we've got two contrarian groups actually taking Chidi and Njokuani. We've got the perfect parlay pursuit triple P certified. All of them are taking Chidi, Bang Bang, Chidi and Njokuani. And then also we've got, he loves the underdogs. It's a betting show, it's not a prediction show, it's a value show. He keeps saying that, but Clint from Die Hard MMA Podcast, Clint had a guest on named Liam. The links are in the description, but Clint and Liam, I think it's like Liam MMA Picks or something. His Twitter, I'm not familiar with the guy, but he does seem to, he knows what he's talking about. In his breakdowns, he was spot on with stats, opinions. He's good. I like him. Clint and Liam, they're both going. So we're just gonna write Die Hard in here. Both taking Chidi and Njokuani. So it's up to me, and I'm gonna go with the workhorse. I'm gonna go with the guy that's coming off two better wins. I think Dutra Lungiambula and Abu Azatar are better than Mario Souza, Contender Series, and Christian Torres, LFA. So, I mean, and Chidi and Njokuani, he's like, his brother just lost. I guess Cody from Blood Money, I remember he was on my show during the Eagle FC. He said, because we were talking about his brother Anthony, and he brought up, he said he's seen Chidi give up, like quit in the middle of the fight. So I'm gonna keep that's always been in the back of my head since. I do pay attention to when people talk. So I'm gonna, anyway, I was leaning Barriault even before he said that. Anyway, I like his more well-roundedness. I think he's got an advantage when it comes to grappling, wrestling, and if it stays up standing. Njokuani, does he have a, oh yeah, he's got the 7-inch reach. Njokuani's got 7-inch reach, 2-inch height. So you gotta think Njokuani probably have the striking advantage, be able to point box him and get strike points from the outside. But Barriault, like I said, he's a worker. He's aggressive. He's gonna come in there. He's gonna keep close distance. Gonna put pressure on Njokuani. And he got, look at the people that beat him. John Salter and Rafael Carvalho. Those two, I think, used it by takedown. They took him down. This is Bellator. They took down Njokuani, so I'm guessing Barriault can. I didn't check the stat on his takedown defense. But if those Bellator dudes can take him down and ground and pound him pretty much and control him when it's on the ground, I think Barriault's got the same recipe. I'm going to take Barriault by, I'm going to say by decision because of his control of Njokuani the entire thing. Yeah, I got him winning. Moving on. Next, we've got, where's that black marker I had? Unreal, losing my mind. All right. Next, we got the featherweight fight between Hakeem Dawodu taking on Mike the Lone Wolf Trizano. Okay, the favorite here, Hakeem Dawodu. He's training out of Champions Creed Martial Arts. That is in Alberta, Canada. A lot of Canadians on this card for some reason. You might know Cody Anheliger. He's fighting Jesse Strader in February 19th. Also comes out of Champions Creed Martial Arts in Alberta, Canada. So Hakeem is coming off a loss, actually, to Movsar Evloev, where a unanimous decision lost there. Before that, he has wins over a split decision over Zubara Tukagov. That was, I think that might have been in the Eagle FC or something. Or I heard there was like an event. It was Eagle FC and UAE Warriors, and it was over there. And Tukagov was highly touted from Khabib. He was one of Khabib's boys, but Hakeem Dawodu got the split decision win over him. Before that, he had a split decision win over Julio Arce, and that you know that name. He's 4-1 in his last 5. A lot of his fights though are in the WSOF and other regional scenes. He's only got 1-inch reach advantage over Mike Trizano. Mike Trizano, coming from New Jersey, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, New Jersey, Elmwood Park. He trains out of Tiger Schulman's. Tiger Schulman's got beasts. Jimmy Rivera, Shane Burgos. Let me see. Lyman Good. There's another guy that fights out of there. Julio Arce. Yeah. Julio Arce. Who Hakeem Dawodu beat. So, but anyway, consider this. Mike Trizano's got somebody with experience against Hakeem Dawodu. He lost to him, but still, he might be able to. Losers learn a lot in their losses. You learn a lot in your losses. Like, what did I go wrong? What strengths did he have over me? He can transfer this information to Mike Trizano. Just saying. Mike Trizano's coming off a win over Ludovic Klein. Very good win. He's 9-1 as a professional. His only loss comes to Grant Dawson, rear naked choke in round 2. I'm high on Grant Dawson, so I wouldn't take much away from that loss. He's beat people like Luis Pena. He's been in Bellator. He's been in Ring of Combat. That is Atlantic City regional promotion over there. I mean, Mike Trizano's not as bad as these odds are portraying. He's plus 150. 1.5 underdog, plus 150. Hakeem Dawodu is minus 175 favorite. The lines did drop a little bit. Hakeem Dawodu was minus 195. Now it's at 175. This is on Bet Online, by the way. Trizano it made a little bit worse for the guys siding with Trizano. It was plus 160. Now it's plus 150. Still plenty of value if you're taking the Trizano side or the Dawodu side. You know, depending on your angle here. Okay, so let's see what the cappers have to say in this tight one. This is a tight one here. We've got the perfect parlay pursuit are split. PPP Luke and Alex, the brothers, are taking Hakeem Dawodu, whereas Dan the Betman is being a homer and taking a New Jersey boy and Mike Trizano. So not a full certification there, not triple P certified there. They're split. Then we've got Bow Better. Now he didn't come out and clearly make a video for this, but he made a round robin video. And where he said he did a Yankee round robin and a Trixie, which is like if you can do a 4-leg parlay, different combinations, and then 3-leg parlays, different combinations. But Hakeem Dawodu was in the Yankee, so that means he put money on him, and he thinks he's going to win. And I think the other guys in the round robin were all underdogs. Hakeem Dawodu may have been the only favorite, but he's definitely in there. So About Better is pretty confident in picking Dawodu there. Then jumping the other side, we've got it's your boy Ebays. Ebays is on Mike Trizano. He likes that Trizano's coming off that nice win against Ludovic Klein, where he came in as an underdog. Ludovic Klein was supposed to win that. Mike Trizano shocked a lot of people getting that unanimous decision. And he pretty much controlled Ludovic Klein wherever he tried to take it. Also taking Hakeem Dawodu. What's going on? Bleed MMA is on the side of Dawodu. And we've got UFC Celebrity and Classics. This is the one where Vlad was like, my pick is it. I think he said doesn't go the distance, but if I'm forced to take a side, I'm gonna take Mike Trizano. But I think his main pick was something. Oh, it was a distance bet. I don't know if it's like to go into round 3 or something. I forget. I'm just looking for the side, Vlad. But he did say taking Trizano in a close one. And finally, for the tiebreaker, we've got Clint and Liam from the Die Hard MMA podcast. They're both in agreement. They're both siding with who, you guessed it, the underdog, Mike Trizano. That's how, it's not a pick show. It's a betting show. We're showing you the value, and they are absolutely correct. Liam and Clint are correct, taking the value plus 150 for Mike Trizano, who's got this. I don't know. This is going to be a good fight. It could go either way. I just like his. He's a Tiger Showman product. He's coming off a really nice. He did control that fight, Ludovic Klein. He's coming off that sticks out in my head. Hakeem Dawodu, whatever. Me and Hakeem, he looks like, he just reminds me of that guy in Bloodsport, the one that's like or something. He does something like that, and then he gets like Frank Dukes. Jean-Claude Van Damme played Frank Dukes. Frank Dukes comes out and gives him like 2 kicks and gets him out of there. And the dude, like, you take Hakeem Dawodu and stand him next to the dude that played in that movie, in that part that I'm talking about, and it just, I don't know, maybe they don't look alike, but for some reason, Hakeem Dawodu reminds me of that guy, and that guy chumped out after, 2 kicks, based on a true story. I know it's horrible, but really, I just like Mike Trizano. I guess maybe I'm kind of a homer too, because I go to New Jersey all the time, and Mike Trizano, like I said, I do enjoy. I am biased to his most. I got recency bias. I'm not taking away anything from Hakeem Dawodu, but he did lose to Movsar Evloev in his last fight. So the momentum's also going Trizano's way. And he's plus money. Gotta take the plus money, gotta take that value. So, method, Dawodu's got a chin. Look at all these wins that he's got against Zubair Tukhugov. Split decision. That's not, Julio Arce, split decision. So, this is another thing. Julio Arce is a Tiger Showman guy training with Trizano. If they went to split decision, he knows a lot about how this dude. He's went 3 rounds with him. He can transfer that information. Knowledge is power, folks. Mike Trizano is going to win this, and he's going to get it by decision. Yes. I'm glad I noticed that connection there. Julio Arce went split decision with Hakeem Dawodu and Julio Arce. And Julio Arce is gearing up for a fight against Daniel Santos, April 9th. Yo, yeah, that Tiger Showman's gym is busy right now. And I like it. I like it a lot. I love it. All right. Finally, we're moving on to the bantamweight showdown between Miles Johns and John Castañeda. This is going to be a great fight. Miles Johns comes in 12 and only 1 loss. He's a minus 188 favorite against the John Castañeda, 18 and 5 for Sexy Mexi at underdog at plus 163. Oh, this is going to be a battle. I'll tell you what. Miles John Chapo is coming off a win against Anderson Dos Santos, ADS, where he caught him with like an overhand right in the 3rd round. And before that, took care of Kevin Natividad, uppercut, round 3. He likes to wait for the end because that's where he pulls up his reserves. He's got good cardio, Miles Johns does. He did have that loss. His 1 loss in his last 5 was a flying knee to ground and pound of round 2 against Mario Bautista. if you go back in his Tapology, he does have a split decision win against Adrian Yanez. That is a very attractive win. That happened in the LFA, but still, it did happen. Miles Johns comes fighting out of Fortis MMA. He has a 1-inch height advantage. But his opponent, don't sleep on John Castañeda. John Castañeda, Sexy Mexi. He's coming off a win himself to Eddie Wineland. He did lose in his UFC debut to Nathaniel Wood. Nathaniel Wood's a decent fighter though. That went to unanimous decision. UFC debuts, some of these guys are a little bit jittery. They get, big time at the big show and stuff. So, and Nathaniel Wood, he's been there, I don't know. Because prior to that, he caught Marcelo Irojo in a armbar triangle, or an arm triangle in round 3. And before that, he had, he had a win over that guy, or lost. He had a split decision loss to Jose Alday. Wasn't Jose Alday? Who's that? Was he he fought last week or something, and he lost? He's like a Contender Series guy. But that happened way back in Combate regional scene. So John Castañeda, pretty decent. Fights out of the Academy. That is in Minnesota. Sexy Mexi versus Chapo. Let's see what the cappers have to say here, because this is, I think it's, the bookies got it pretty much right. But because Johns is a beast, and he got caught with a flying knee. It's his only loss. He's very well rounded, and he's getting better as this fights go on. I didn't write their ages down. I'm a dummy. I don't know why, but that's not important. Let's go. Taking the favorite here in Miles Johns, we've got Bout Better and Joey. Make sure you check out the link in the description with his breakdown on this fight. Yep, Bout Better is on Miles Johns, so is Joey. I don't know who Joey is, but he always seems to put in Joey's picks, and I don't think it's MMA Joey, like the guy that I don't think it's that guy. I just don't know who. Bout Better, he never really just comes out as a Joey's picking. Okay. Then also taking Miles John, we are running with the favorite here, okay? UFC Celebrities and Classics. He's pretty good with his side here. He does like Miles Johns to win this. That's his side. What's going on? Lead MMA. Also taking Miles Johns. It's your boy, eBay's saying by decision. And we have another, you know what happened? This is not triple P certified, it's double P triple P semi-certified, because at the time of their breaking down of this fight, Alex was not in attendance at the time, so it was just Dan and Luke. Both Dan and Luke are going on the side of Miles Johns. So, pretty much certified. I didn't stick to the end to find out what Alex's final pick was. He might have went there too. Then finally, taking the contrarian side, taking the plus money, the underdog pick. That's right, you know how it goes. Every fight on this show, he went underdog. It is Clint and Liam from the Die Hard MMA pod. Why am I writing it in black? Or pink. Why am I writing it in pink? Sorry, my bad. I gotta keep it uniform throughout. Pink is my name. That's my picks. Pink or orange are my picks. But yeah, they were given argument. Watch the show. The link's in the description. Clint and Liam were given strong arguments on Daniel Castañeda at that plus money odds. I don't know. I might even go that way. Well, I'm still kind of on the fence, but I'll let you know shortly. All right. Die Hard MMA. Shit, here's where it's all still wet. There we go. Die Hard MMA podcast taking John Castañeda at plus 163 for the upset. My pick here, though, I mean, I was thinking about it. It did cross my mind. And like Liam said, he's not going to run to the window or anything, but he might take a, he said dog or pass situation here on Castañeda. He's not confident with it. But Clint did already place a bet on Castañeda. I forgot how many units he said, but a bet has been placed on Castañeda at plus money already. But I'm going to take Miles Johns here as my pick. I'll put him in this parlay, and probably, I've already played him in DraftKings. I'm pretty confident in him. I do like him a lot. Method, yeah, probably decision again. I think a lot of these fights are going to go decision. I apologize, that's just how it rolls sometimes. So, to recap, time check. We've got Marc-AndreBarriault beating Chidi Bang Bang Njokuani by a decision, using control time, using better wrestling. He's gonna take him down with that forward aggression. Pop, go for takedowns. He knows he's out, Chidi's got the reach, so he's gonna use the same method he uses every fight. And that's that forward aggression with the mix of wrestling and strikes. Then I've got the underdog and Mike Trizano, the Jersey native from Tiger Showman, training with Julio Arce, who went to split decision with Hakeem. Only makes sense, right? I got him figuring out how to beat the dude through good fight IQ and coaching, and getting a decision victory over Hakeem Dawodu. And finally, I've got Miles Johns moving right up the rankings after another solid victory over John Castañeda. It'll probably be a 30-27 unanimous decision. Miles Johns, I think, is a little bit better everywhere. And I don't know about Castañeda's cardio, but I think that's Miles Johns. If you look at his Tapology, a lot of his finishes happen in the later parts of the fight, second or third round. So I might even hedge bet a little bit of Miles Johns in the third. Okay, so there you have it. Gather the info. Place those bets. Cash those tickets. I appreciate you watching. Be sure to leave a like. Go ahead and fill the comments with who you think is going to win these fights, or whatever you want, you know. And stay tuned. Tomorrow I will be covering the remaining 4 fights that I didn't cover. Oh, news. Phil Hawes is out and Brandon Allen is in against Smiling Sam Alvey. My pick is still fading Sam Alvey. I think, I don't know, I think he has a better chance of beating Brent. I don't know. I think he might even bet worse with that replacement. But Brendan Allen, he's solid. It'll be interesting to say the least. But I will cover that again on Friday in the live show with Mbe and Dave and potentially other people's. After the face-offs, discussion for every fight on the card. But tomorrow I'm covering Juicy J. Rosa and versus, I got it written out already, and I already got the notes. Julian Rosa versus Steve Ocho Peterson, Brian Battle, Pooh Bear, taking on Trizano Gore. Puna Hele Storiano taking on Nick Maximov. That's fantastic fight. And finally, the main event, Jack Hermanson versus Sean Strickland. Interested to see how all the cappers choose that one. But anyway, tune in for that tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Good luck on your bets, and I'll see you next time.